Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be a DIY pumpkin wreath that I got from Dollar Tree. So I have already painted this pumpkin with the folk art home decor chalk paint that I got from Hobby Lobby, and you did 2 coats of the paint and let it dry for a few hours. So now for the floral arrangement, I'm going to use these decorative stem that I got from Dollarama. It was for $1.25. I got it last year. I'm not sure if they have out this year. Will also be using this foliage. Again, I got that from Dollarama. And these cattails I got from Dollar Tree. I was looking for some fall color ones, but they did not have any, so I just got those. And again, these are the garlands. I got it from Dollarama. These are in the Thanksgiving section. They are for $1.50, and they have various different colors for this garland. So guys, you can use whichever color you want that you can think will match your decor. If you're using for indoor wreath, I'm going to use this for outdoors, and I love fall colors, so I'm just going to use all the primitive fall colors for my wreath today. If you are more into the farmhouse rustic look, muted colors, definitely go ahead and you can use those colors also. So the very first thing I'm doing again when it comes to this floral or the leaves all arrangement, I'm just picking out each of these twigs from this stem so that I can arrange the way I want. So I used 2 of these decorative stems from Dollarama. Again, as I said, this one was something that I purchased last year, but you can check if you can find it this year or anything similar. Again, there are lots of options. You can use any florals, anything that you would like for your wreath. For these green ones, the foliage, I'm just taking them out from the stem like this. I know I showed you guys in the video the greeneries that I'll be using, but I ended up not using them because it didn't just match quite well. For the cattails, I had to cut them with some pliers because they did not come off easily, and I just use 4 of these yellow ones. I did not use the purple one that I showed you because again, that was something that I found it was not matching properly. I would love if I would have found the maroon or the brown that they had for the fall, but I think I was too late to get it, and when I saw them I did not buy it. So now I'll go ahead and I'll just rearrange all of these the way I want. And I'll just do a quick measurement to see how long I want them. These stems were not quite malleable, so they did not have lots of flexibility in them, so I had to make sure that I get the exact size that I want. And then I just started doing my placement arrangement to see the way I like it more better. You can just play around and see again whichever way you feel like it's more suitable as per your needs. I know I'm very late at catching up this DIY for fall, but I thought it's better late than never because there has been lots of you who are asking me to share some of my DIYs. Like, Pooja, you're showing so many things that you say that you brought for a DIY, please also share. So I thought, let me just share this wreath DIY. If not this year, you can definitely recreate something next year, and I think it's not too late. If you want, you can still make this wreath because still the fall season is on. So once I finalized how I want all my arrangements, I went ahead and used this floral tape that I got from Dollar Tree. This floral tape are also available in Dollarama if you are in Canada, and if you don't have access to Dollar Tree, and you can also find it at other craft stores like Michael's. Just make sure you tape it very firmly because you don't want any of these to come loose, especially when it goes finally onto the wreath frame. And once it was done, I just measured it again if it was the size I want. And you can also go from the back to put the florals there, or you can also go from the top, from the front. But as I said, these orange stems were not too flexible, so for me it was just a better idea I do it from the front. So now again I'm taking this floral tape and I'm securing it to the wreath frame. You can also use the jute twine or something that is green in color, or some other rope, just to match with the florals that you are using. Though at the end it did not matter much which color I used, because I embellished it with the pumpkins at the end. So now the next thing I'm going to do was I was supposed to use those leaves, but then I felt like there was not enough of orange, and then again I went ahead and I used the third stem for this arrangement, the orange one especially, that I had from Dollarama, because I wanted to look more fuller, and I went a little bit smaller in size for those arrangement as compared to the first one that I did, so it can fill up more of the center. Some of the stems I found they were very thick, and it was very difficult to cut with the garden shears or even with the strongest scissors I had. So I'm just using additional 4 twigs for the center of the pumpkin wreath. And then again I'll be using the floral tape to secure all 4 together. And then I just left a little piece out of it to attach it to the pumpkin wreath, but then again I changed my mind, and you'll see in few seconds I took that off, and then I realized I should have added some more of those leaves from the garland. So I'll also be using this leaves, that the pack that I got from Dollarama. Especially these ones are great because they have those stems to it. So again I took that centerpiece out and I used these leaves instead of the garland ones, because they were not sticking properly on the center arrangement. So I got the ones with the stems, and they have various color options in that packaging. Again, you can get these leaves at Dollar Tree also. I know the stem ones that Dollar Tree had were more of like the jute, the burlap ones, while the colorful ones are just the regular one without any stems. But I was able to get the colorful ones from Dollarama, and as you can see I'm just using this jute twine around the centerpiece, because I found that one was more firm as compared to the green floral tape that I used, because I found like that was holding it more properly, while the floral tape, it seemed it was sliding off from the bottom. And then just went ahead and secured it with the glue stick. Just be very careful when you're handling the glue stick. And while we are doing the DIY video, I would like to say I tried to use the glue stick that I got from Dollar Tree, the black and the orange ones, and guys, I would not recommend buying that glue, not the glue stick, sorry, I've been saying it's a glue gun. So I would not recommend buying that glue gun. It did not hold that good as the one that I'm using currently. That's the one that I got from Michaels. I don't have any fancy glue gun, but I love the ones that I get from Michaels. It is by Craft Smart, and they do really great job. So the Dollar Tree one did not hold up good. And then I'm just going ahead and putting some pumpkins for the center, because I want to cover the part where all the stems are attaching in the middle. And these pumpkins, again, I got those from Michaels. They were from last year. It is a pack where you get like 10 or 15 pumpkins. The smaller ones, they're more like a vase filler, and I use those. And then I'm also using the pine cones. I did not have any pine cones on hand, but I just used it from the Christmas garland, again something that I had from last year. Again, this is totally up to you. You can use whichever decor you want to match for fall. I thought it would look great if I can use some pumpkins and pine cones. And then now I am using those leaves from the garland because fall comes with various different colors, and I wanted to incorporate all the colors if possible for this pumpkin wreath. So then I'm just filling up the space where I find it is a little bit empty or bare, and I'm just covering up all those areas. And then I thought the middle, the center, about those smaller pumpkins also needs to be full, and then I just picked up these leaves with the berries in between, and I'm just attaching it over there. So then I went ahead with the same color leaves from the garland, and I attached some more of the leaves on the sides. Let me know if any one of you have done any DIY using this pumpkin wreath. I would love to see how you guys came up with your wreath for the pumpkin that are very famous this year. I got 3 of these frames. I was planning to do a pumpkin wreath where you attach both of them, front and back, the frames, and then you can just decorate in the middle. But maybe next year. I didn't had enough time. I thought I was running short on time of all of my DIYs. So the next one was I'm going to use these metal plates that I got from Walmart. These are something, if you have seen my shop with me or my Walmart haul video, they have 6 different ones to choose from. So before I do that, I realized I want to cover up the pumpkin stem. So I am using this orange colored twine jute rope that I got from Dollarama. That is for $1.50, and again, this is totally optional. If you want, you can just leave it out the way it is, or if you want, you can use the jute cord, any color that you want. I had this orange one on hand, so I thought I'll just use the orange one. You can also use the jute twine, and there was no rhyme or reason why I was going diagonal and why I was going all around. I just wanted to cover up completely the look of the stem. And just be careful when you are using these metal, not the metal, the wreath frame. They are not that stronger enough. It can easily break at the points where they are uniting at the top or the bottom, because I realized out of the 3 metal frames that I got, one was already broken at one of the end of the frame. You can easily fix it with the glue gun, but just be careful when you're doing any of these activity where you are tightening around. They are a little bit flimsy and they might break apart easily. So then again, just with the glue gun, I'm sticking it back there. I'm leaving some space on the top because that's where I'm planning to hang it from the hook. So I just left the top part a little bit open. So now I'll go ahead and use these magnetic buttons. Again, this is something that I got from Dollar Tree, and I'll be just securing the 4 on the back like this, and then I'll just put it on top of my wreath frame like just this. So the great thing that I liked about these ones are these metal signs from Walmart is like I can switch around whichever way or whichever ones that I want, and I used most of the colors that would match my metal plate. So I use similar kind of colors for my florals or the leaves. So this is how it turned out. I still felt like it was not full with the pumpkin, so I added some pumpkins, and I also added this berry garland on the top along with my orange jute twine, as you can see in my wreath on the top. And I'm just using the blessed metal sign, again that is from Walmart, and you can see I added 3 additional pumpkins because my pumpkins were hiding just at the bottom, the first 2 ones that I added. For hanging the wreath, I have used 3M hook that I got from Dollar Tree again. Those are the ones that are good for holding 0.5 pound of weight. I'm not too sure about that berry garland. I might be taking it off, but I'm happy with how the overall look came out. And why not obviously match it with those beautiful fall mats, door mats that Dollar Tree has. And this is the another version again with the blessed on it, and I can just switch it around to the ones that I want, the one that says grateful, and I absolutely loved it. So let me know guys if you enjoyed this quick DIY video. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed watching it, and I'll see you guys in my next one.